For roughly 300,000 years, human beings live in a state of perpetual chase. We were nomads, bound to the unpredictable rhythm of nature, surviving only on what we could find, kill, or carry. We had master fire, which allowed us to extract more energy from our food, but we were still entirely dependent on the geographical lottery of our environment. If the head moved, we moved. If the frost came early, we starved. But around 12,000 years ago, humanity made a fundamental pivot. We stopped chasing our environment and we started architecting it. We invented agriculture, and in doing so, we transitioned from species of manual laborers to species of system builder, unlocking the ultimate mechanism of scale, predictable recurring yields. Here is the historical context for you to grasp the magnitude of the shift. You have to look at the harsh economic reality of the hunter-gatherers. For 99% of human history, our ancestors operated on a business model of zero cumulative advantage. Every single day, the human tribe wake up at a zero. The daily acquisition of calories required daily manual extraction. There was no such thing as passive accumulation. In this era, humans were entirely bottlenecked by the carrying capability of the land. A tribe could only grow as large as the local flora and fauna could support. If the population grew too large, the resources depleted rapidly, forcing the tribe to splinter or face famine. The nomadic lifestyle meant that physical possessions were a liability. You could only own what you could carry on your back. There was no infrastructure, no deep specialization of skills, and no long-term capital accumulation. We are highly skilled, deeply knowledgeable survivalists, but our operational model was fundamentally unscalable. We were trading time and physical labor for a one-to-one return of calories. The breakthrough occurred at the end of the last ice age during a period we now call the Neolithic Revolution. In regions like the Fertile Crescent, early humans began to observe a fundamental rule of biological leverage. A single seed, when planted, protected, and nurtured, does not just yield one seed in return, it yields a stack containing dozens of seeds. This was the discovery of the multiplier effect, but recognizing the seed was only the beginning. The true innovation was the engineering required to sustain it. Agriculture is not just planting, it is the deliberate, systematic terraforming of the earth. Early humans began to clear forests, dig irrigation trenches, and domesticate wild beasts of burdens. They took the chaotic, unpredictable variable of nature and forced them into a controlled linear sequence. They built the first physical infrastructure. An irrigation channel is at its core a delivery system. It takes the vital resources, water, and automatically routes it to where it is needed most, removing the need for the human to carry it manually. For the first time in history, humans were not just extracting value from the earth, they were building an autonomous engine on top of it. Here is why it matters. The invention of agriculture changed the trajectory of human evolution because it created something that had never existed before, a surplus. When a system produces more output than it's required for immediate survival, it generates capital. In the ancient world, this capital was grain, and the granary was humanity's first bank account because we now had the surplus of calories. The entire structure of human society rewired itself. We no longer had to move, we could settle. Now, villages become towns and towns become the first great cities. Most importantly, agriculture created the specialization of labors. In a hunter-gathering tribe, Everyone is involved in food acquisition. There is no time for anything else. But in an agricultural society, if one farmer can produce enough food to feed 10 people, the other 9 are permanently freed from the biological necessity of hunting. Those 9 people can now become builders, soldiers, blacksmiths, and engineers. The agricultural surplus funded the entirety of human civilization. It allowed a small fraction of the population to handle the low-level operational work of survival, freeing up the rest of the society to scale human knowledge, technology, and culture. Imagine a man trying to fill a reservoir by carrying water from river using a leaky bucket. He spent his entire day walking back and forth. His progress is capped by his physical stamina, the size of his bucket, and the water lost along the way. If he gets sick and stops walking, the reservoir stops filling. This is the hunter. Now, imagine a system architect standing beside the same river. Instead of picking a bucket, he spent 30 days digging a trench from the river to the reservoir. During those 30 days, he brings no water. He is investing his time into infrastructure, but on the 31st day, the trench is complete. The water flows continuously, automatically, 24 hours a day, filling the reservoir even while the architect sleeps. Now, agriculture was humanity dropping the leaky bucket and building the trench. It was the realization that front-loading labor into an engineered system yield an exponential continuous return. This is the business lesson for you as a business owner. The transition from hunting to farming is the exact same transition a founder must make to achieve true scale in modern business. Most entrepreneurs start out as hunters. They wake up every day at zero, manually chasing leads, manually sending emails, and manually fulfilling services. They are trading their time for one-to-one return in revenue. They are trapped in leaky bucket operation. If they stop hunting, the cash flow stops. This is a massive systemic revenue leak. To break past this bottleneck, you cannot just hunt harder. You must transition into a systems architect. You must stop chasing clients and start building an autonomous client acquisition engine. In this digital age, your land is your digital infrastructure. Your irrigation trenches are your CRM systems. Your automated workflow are your data funnels. And when you deploy strategic automation, you are planting seeds that generate predictable monthly recurring revenue. You are front-loading your efforts to build a system that pre-qualifies, nurtures, and converts leads without you manually inputting any, You are fixing the revenue leak in your pipeline and creating a surplus of your own most valuable asset, which is your time. Now, stop hunting for your daily survival, architect a system, build your infrastructure, and let the engine drive the yield. In our next episode, now agriculture has given us the surplus required to build city, establish trade routes, and scale our population. But as these ancient economies grew, a new critical limitation emerged. The biological human brain could no longer remember every transaction, every debt, and every law. Our system has grown too complex for oral tradition. To manage this massive new scale of commerce, humanity had to invent a new way to outsource our memory itself. We needed to materialize our thoughts. Now follow me for more while we continue on this journey, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm Dante.